Hi everyone. In this session, we are continuing with the characteristics property of sound, and our second property is pitch. Okay. So in last class, we saw that how loudness will vary or which are the factors depends upon the loudness. In this session, we will study in detail about the pitch. Okay. So pitch is also a characteristic property of a sound wave which help us to identify or distinguish between an acute or a shrill sound from a flat note or a grave sound. Okay. So we studied that loudness depends upon the amplitude. Same way, pitch depends upon the number of vibrations. What is meant by number of vibration? That is equivalent to frequency. Okay. So pitch depends upon the frequency of vibration and loudness depends upon the amplitude of vibration. Okay, let us see how can we represent in the figure. So frequency, we know that the time period should be equal but more number of vibration. So just consider two waves A and B. This is 1 second. Just consider this time interval is 1 second. Okay. So if we have a high pitch sound, there should be more number of vibrations. If it is a low pitch sound, only few vibrations. See, 1, 2, 3 complete vibrations we have in the figure A, and here only 1.5 vibrations. So if the number of vibration is more, we can tell that the sound having high pitch, and the number of vibration is less, the sound having low pitch. Loudness is based on all kinds of sound, but pitch is purely based on musical note. Okay, keep in your mind that pitch is purely based on musical notes, but loudness is applicable for all the variety of sounds. In music systems or in TV, when you adjust the volume, you might have seen about bass and treble. Okay, so bass is meant for low pitch sound and treble is meant for high pitch sound. When you switch into bass, you're going to hear the sound like dolak, tabla, such kind of sounds will be prominent. If you switch into treble mode, you are going to hear high pitched notes like flute, gunguru, such kind of notes will be prominent. So always we never keep it for bass or treble purely. We always switch in between these ones. So we will get the right proportion of all the kinds of sound from the musical instruments. Now we'll see the ways how the materials or how the musical instruments have to be adjusted to get the desired kind of sound wave. You might have noticed that when a baby is crying, the sound is having high frequency, or it is always very shrill, right? No? So the sound from a same human being itself, from a baby, and if we compare an adult person, there itself we can identify the difference in the pitch. Or in your class itself, you have girls and boys are there, especially during this time, there's a transition happens with your sound, especially with the boy sound. So when girls are talking, or when you compare the female voice and a male voice, we can easily identify a difference in them. What is the reason for that? That is a change in pitch or frequency variation. For female voice, the frequency is high, and for male voice, the frequency is low. That's why always a female sound is like a shrill sound and male voice is always like a grave sound. Okay. Now we'll see how can we adjust the pitch of different instruments. First one, stringed instruments. So if we see the stringed instruments, we know that there won't be a single string. There will be different 5 or 6 different strings will be there. If you thoroughly go with that strings, you can see that each string having different thickness. And not only that thickness variation is there, when you touch on that, you can identify the tension difference. Do you know what is tension? How much we stretch a string, that much is, or that is known as tension. Okay, the stretching power, or to which extent it stretched, that is called the tension available in a string. Okay, so if it is loose string, we never consider it has a tension. It is considered as in the case of a stretched strings. So comparing with the, or when you consider the thickness of the strings, it will vary for different notes. Small or very thin strings are meant for high pitch sound and thick strings are meant for low pitch sounds. The tension of the string and the thickness of the string both are the very important factor to adjust the pitch of a sound wave. If it is a thin and a stretched string, when you pluck on that, we will get a high pitch note, and if you pluck or play with the low tension and more thicker string, we will get a low pitch note. Okay, and not only this factor, there are one more factor which also depends upon the pitch of a string. Okay, so the place where we pluck the string. If you are plucking very close near to the fixed end, we will get a high pitch note. If you are plucking far away from that, according to that, we will get the low pitch notes. So as in the case of stringed instruments, we have three different modes to adjust the pitch. First one depends upon the thickness of the string. Second one depends upon the tension of the string. And the third factor, the place or where we are plucking while playing the instruments. The second category of instrument is wind instruments. You know that as in the case of wind instruments like flute, shehnai, clarinet and all, the sound wave is coming due to the vibration happens inside for the air particles. Okay, for the, or we used to consider it as air column. So as in this kind of instruments, if you want to get a low pitch sound, the length of the air column should be maximum, or we can tell that as the length of the air column increases, the pitch decreases. Okay, so if you want to get the low pitch notes, we have to close all the holes in between and we have to open with the top note. So we will get a maximum length of air column and we'll get a low pitch notes. Okay, if you want to get a high pitch note, we have to reduce the length of the air column by opening the holes from the top position. So automatically we will get the high pitch note. So keep in your mind that as the length of the air column increases, the pitch of the note will decreases. Both are inversely proportional. The third category of instrument is membrane instrument. As in this case, it depends upon the size or surface area and the stretching or the tension for which is given for that membrane. If you are taking stretched instruments or a high tension membrane with a small area, we will get a high pitch note, and with a loose note, too much tension one and a more area or more size one, we will get a low pitch note. So these are the different ways we can adjust the pitch of a musical instruments. I already mentioned that this pitch is purely depends upon the music. Okay. Now, have you heard about the monotone? What is meant by monotone? Monotone. Monotone means if a material or a musical instruments produce a single note, a single frequency, we used to call it as monotone. Monotone means single frequency. So, have you seen the tuning fork? So tuning fork is the only source which will produce a monotone. It is a kind of, it is made up of a metal and it will be having a shape like this way, Y shape. Okay. This is called prongs of a tuning fork. And this is the stem. This is stem and this is the prongs. When we strike this part on a rubber part, it starts vibrating. So one tuning fork has, if it is 256 hertz, it will vibrate only with 256 hertz. Okay, it is available in all the labs, in all the schools. Like each different, in one box itself we have different set of tuning forks as available. Some will be having 256, another one will be having 512 heads, like different varieties are available. So each one have the ability to produce a single frequency, that is called tuning fork, and that is why it is called as a monotone. Now we have come to the last characteristic property of a sound wave, that is quality, or we used to call it as timbre or even waveform. Okay, so quality means we are able to distinguish a sound when the frequency and the pitch is same. We are able to identify the sound of two different notes, but both having same frequency and same amplitude or loudness, that is called the quality. Okay, just consider that a group is singing national anthem. Okay, so whoever sings the national anthem, the pitch and loudness, we have to adjust the loudness. Like if it's a group is singing, the loudness should be same. Okay, pitch should be same, otherwise we can't sing the national anthem. So just consider that 5 members are together singing the national anthem for a competition. So obviously everything will be perfect. But if your friends are there in between, you are able to identify the friend's sound from that. What is the reason for that? Or if your friend is calling through from an unknown number, just consider that, because always we are using the mobile phone. Your friend is calling from an unknown number. Without introducing himself or herself, you are able to identify that particular voice. What is the reason? That reason is the quality of sound. So we can identify the quality factor by considering a secondary note. Okay, along with all the sound wave, always there will be a primary note. Along with that primary note, there will be an integer multiple of subsidiary notes, or we used to call it as secondary notes. That secondary note will help us to identify the sound from a particular person or from a particular instruments or whatever it is. Okay, just consider we have two instruments, like when you play a music, together 2 or 3 different instruments are working with the same note or same pitch and loudness. Okay, so just consider this is a sound wave. Just consider this is a sound produced by a tuning fork. It's a monotone. Okay, it's a plain sound wave. Same way, if you are considering the sound with the same frequency, if you consider the sound produced by a piano, we can see that along with that note, there will be a subsidiary note or a secondary note. Okay, so actually this wave will help us to identify this sound is coming from the piano. If you consider the case of guitar, the note will be something different. There's a small difference will be there with a particular note. So that secondary note is a factor which help us to identify or help us to distinguish between two sounds when it is having a same pitch and same loudness. So that is the reason you are able to identify your friend's voice without seeing them, or you are able to identify the sound of a singer without seeing them, or you are able to identify the note of a guitar, piano, flute, whatever it is, due to the quality of sound, or we used to tell it as waveform. By seeing this itself, we can identify that waveform is an important factor to identify or distinguish the sound coming from two different people. Thank you.